And now the news for the East Midlands. I'm Sarah Teal. Good afternoon. First this lunchtime, a former BBC radio presenter's been jailed for 5.5 years for stalking other broadcasters online. Alex Belfield from Nottingham used his YouTube channel along with emails and social media. He was found guilty of harassing 4 victims, including Jeremy Vine. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball was in court and joins us from the newsroom. Jeremy, what happened this morning?
Well, Sarah, the judge said Alex Belfield weaponised the internet to recruit an army of followers to spread false allegations that were driven by personal grudges and slights. That prompted death threats, we heard, with one former colleague driven to the brink of suicide. Now, Belfield always argued he was simply exercising his right to free speech, but his words had serious consequences. So today he was sentenced for stalking offences. The jury found 2 of his 4 victims were subjected to serious abuse and harassment. And today the judge, Mr. Justice Siani, said it was more serious in many ways than physical stalking. You're entitled to express your views, the judge said, but you're not entitled to destroy your victims' lives.
So how were those victims affected?
Well, the judge said everyone's physical and mental health was damaged in what was described in Belfield's trial as an avalanche of hatred. That description came from Jeremy Vine, the most high-profile target. We heard that Belfield published Mr. Vine's home address. He falsely accused Mr. Vine of stealing BBC licence payers' money for his friend's memorial event. That prompted personal threats and thousands of abusive tweets. Bernie Keith was targeted too. He's a local radio presenter who used to work with Belfield. The judge said Mr. Keith was terrified by false allegations which turned him into a shell. That prompted death threats from Belfield's followers, we heard, and he almost took his own life.
Did you hear from Alex Belfield today?
We heard from his barrister, who said Belfield now has genuine remorse. He's now come to terms with the fact that his targets were victims, and we heard he could see from their distress in court that this should never have happened. Belfield also accepted a series of restraining orders, which mean he can't try to contact his victims or accusers. He can't even monitor them online, and if he breaches those orders, he'll face a longer jail sentence.
Jeremy, thank you for that.